Well, that's the last time Coach bets on the Beanpot Championship. Just kidding. I didn't even know this game was going down, but doesn't it sound familiar? Huh? Like Ohio State dropping the game. Like, oh, Boston College can't even beat BU, and they got blown out. But really, it's just a way to put the other team on. Like, and they can still say they beat you, even though you beat everybody else. Right? You can say your rivalry's the best. Coach takes it. The Lakers blew out the Jazz in Luka's debut. I hope you followed Coach's advice with the method of when you get a brand new giant free agent, they're probably going to go off and most likely win, especially if it's at home. So if you got it in there, good for you. Let's see. I'm not even dealing with this motherfucker. Oh wait, yeah, I am. So this is that fucking corny gematria clown that so he picked. I might have already covered him in one of the other videos on Pets Together. Hopefully not. I'm not trying to bore you to death with some repeats, but there's only a few minutes there anyway. So basically, this guy picked the Commanders to lose to the Lions, then the Commanders to lose to the Chiefs, then he picked the Eagles to lose to the Chiefs. So before all that, he picked the Packers to lose to the Chiefs. So in order, he picked Packers to lose to the Chiefs, the Commanders to lose to the Lions, and then Commanders to beat the Eagles, Commanders to lose to the Chiefs, then Eagles to lose to the Chiefs. And he's still trying to come back. Oh yeah, but here's what he said. I'm not here to satisfy humans. Doesn't that sound like oddly very oddly familiar? Is that not exactly what I tell you they say? I'm not here to satisfy humans. Okay, yeah, I'll bet you're not. Fucking freak. Alrighty, let's see. Where's your fucking eye, dude? Why are you blinking all the time? Why are you licking your lips so much? I'm just fucking around. Except not really. Sounds like Joel Embiid. He's definitely a freak. Alrighty, let's see. I'm gonna get fucking flagged for bullying. I love you, bro. Sincerely, I'm just having fun. If you're a real person, I'm not trying to actually hurt your feelings, but I don't think you are. So just assume that I think you're a bot and think I'm crazy and go on about your day if you're offended. Let's see. Stanford against Georgia Tech tomorrow. That is a fucking dream matchup for Coach. He really wants Stanford to beat the shit out of the Yellow Jackets. Please. Please. Like, why are the Yellow Jackets on Stanford's schedule right now? Right after the Super Bowl. You gotta love it. Trevor just completely exemplifies everything that is the Curse Prediction Network. Coach always said we can only go as far as the commenters, the people helping Coach out. Like, I can only go as far as you take me, right? We get there together. Trevor goes above and beyond consistently, without even being asked, and looking for places. A lot of times coach didn't even think to look, or that coach wanted to look but hasn't gotten a chance to get there. Like, and he has, really good instincts as well. So shout out to you, Trevor. Very glad you're here. Georgia Tech will be a fun season if we get it. I agree. I know Tech is kind of a joke, but they are football royalty and have their ties to the Lions. Pretty much exactly what I was thinking as well. You got the Calvin Johnson thing, right? They will get another title. Bobby Ross coached Georgia Tech in the 90 national title season. After that, in a stint with the Bolts, he coached the Lions and made the playoffs a couple times. Okay. Megatron. Yeah, so you said the Megatron thing, but so they got a coach too. I didn't know about Bobby Ross. Good job, buddy. So Bobby Ross coached Georgia Tech to win. Wait, they won in 90? See, I thought I knew all the 90s championships, but now I come to think about it, I'd never looked further back than 91 when I was growing up because they didn't have any tapes before that. I mean, they might have, but not in the series that I subscribed to. So 91 would have been the earliest that I had. I remember a lot of like hurricanes in Alabama and Auburn and stuff like that popping up around that time. So, yeah, we're definitely going to have to dig deeper into college football in general. Definitely we'll do Bobby Ross very soon. Let's see. Jahmyr Gibbs is a current connection. Dude, that's hard because he was like their top pick not that long ago. He was number 26. He fumbled it away. Right. Man, what did I have to say about our Lions and Browns? So, Coach thought of something huge, and y'all are going to love this, the people that have been around, right? So, remember all those 86s Coach was throwing out? Well, that would have been 2023, right? And that is when a lot of this stuff was going on. That's why I started hunting the Lions, right? Because I did it before the Chiefs even beat the Niners in the Super Bowl, right? Like I knew that Super Bowl was going down, but I knew the Lions were going to be up next, so I was already way more pumped about that because the Lions, even before realizing they were going to beat the Browns, even though that was actually my first instinct of who they would beat, I just didn't know exactly why it was so good, like apart from just like instinct, right? So I was looking around at all the different teams they could beat, right? So that's when a lot of these celebrities started dying, and they were all like 86 years old, and stuff like Superman was 86 years old at the time, right? They're all going to be 88 now, just like Red Right 88 and all the other 88s and 44 times 2. Not bad. And Nick Foles and Tanner McKee and that kid that's won 88 on their team right now. Man, that's fucking nice, right? So let's keep going with this comment. I agree on Tennessee and Michigan State being up there also. 1952 season, MSU #1, Georgia Tech #2. You see how tough they make it, man? It's like they make it damn near impossible, even if you know it's fake. I'm telling you. Bobby Dodd coached that Tech team, Georgia Tech. I feel like the more fake it is, like the harder it is to call. Like there's just so much. Like you think you know something, there's a billion more things to look at. Like the digger you deep, it's like the bottom just keeps falling out, and there's so much more. You look around like, oh my fucking god. So really, like just to stay like, so the purpose of this channel, because I'm sure a lot of people are like, why does he mess with like so many bogus sports, like even stuff you can't bet on and stuff like that? Because Coach feels like if you don't understand all the sports, you don't understand any of them fully, right? So we have to know all of them in a way, or at least as best we can. And we also want to study like is deep into detail going on like right now and in the past, and also like look at it like on a grand scale. I mean, we want to be able to basically move shift the microscope in and out of focus, as far like zoom in and as far out as we possibly need, and still be able to see clearly and how all the dots connect, like if we ever really want to get a handle on and like change things, right? And that obviously that's not going to happen overnight, right? So we've got a bunch of ideas and we know some ways that they do tricks and stuff, but it's like with the logos and stuff, like we're like, oh well, how are they going to do it? Are they going to do it like this or like this? Well, once we see how they do it a couple times, we'll have a pretty good idea the next time it rolls around, right? You know what I mean? So and Coach already had an idea of they might be flipping Super Bowls to years. Now we know that's a fucking fact with the 52-25. There's no way that was a coincidence, right? So we're definitely going to be hot onto that. We need to look at so they got the 52-25 flip, right? And the 80, they got the 81-18 flip, but I'll bet whatever Super Bowl that first one was against the Raiders, I'll bet that's getting flipped somehow. Just saying. To a year, right? Like if it was Super Bowl 14, it'll be in 41 or whatever. We're hoping it was 67. I know they didn't go back that far. It wasn't until the 70s they did Super Bowls. But anyways, let's get back to Trevor's comment. Sorry, I know I keep going off on tangents. Let's see. He said, look through Dodd's wiki. Lots of interesting stuff. We definitely will. He played at Tennessee and had a personal feud with Alabama / Bear Bryant. I gotta do some digging and see what else pops up. Right on, buddy. He's got more as well. He said, check out Heisman as well. A lot of good connections with Philly and Cleveland for Tech. Crazy. First school he coached and even has red and gold colors. Overland. What the hell is going on? That's my dog. I have the cutest dog in the world. Aren't you jealous? And then, let's see. This would be... Who the fuck are we looking at here? What the hell's wrong with me? Hold on. Oh, this is BC hockey. Okay. Isn't it interesting they won 1 year after? And like they were in the Frozen Four in '48. That was the first time they ever popped up in the Frozen Four. All right, Scared Six, that's interesting. This is a video game called Death Road to Canada. I actually think it's a ton of fun, and I do recommend it. It's usually pretty cheap, but it is interesting. The Zombie Master has the one eye symbolism. Just saying. Let's see. Coach thinks Caitlin Clark is like the female Larry Bird, possibly, right? Who actually went to Indiana instead of getting schmewed by the Celtics, right? They basically stole him illegitimately. Like, nobody was supposed to be allowed to draft Larry Bird because he was an underclassman, and they just did it anyway, and nobody said shit. Right? So, because they're the Celtics. Right? Only they could get away with some shit like that. The Pacers couldn't have done it. Right? So, Caitlin Clark and Larry Bird, let's see, been compared to each other. Bird said favorable things about her. Let's see. The Browns are popping off at 80-1 to win the conference. They still don't have exact results for Super Bowl. That's my other puppy. Is funny? Very odd timing. Nailed that one. Let's see. Buster Douglas shocked the world 35 years ago. Yeah, they were talking about, pardon the interruption, it was like the happy anniversary. So we just like anything getting brought up in relation to Tyson. We don't need to look at these, actually. Coach did better than that. Let's see. Red Wings. Oh, yeah. So, the Red Wings and the Maple Leafs are in the same conference, right? So, I'm thinking, like, what, conference championship or something they face off, kind of like how I was thinking the Guardians and Tigers, or not Tigers, yeah, Guardians and Tigers would have been made for each other, but they fucking, screwed it up, right, by being in the same conference now, so we knew they were going to face off for the first time ever, and they did. Coach thinks it's kind of like that. Hopefully they face the Red Wings and then still play the Blues. But here's the long and short of it. Coach put in a fuckload of bets today. He didn't put in no bets on NHL Stanley Cup, but he did put in 2 other hockey bets many, many times. There's 2 hockey bets he likes a lot. You already know one with the Boston College, right? So Coach has another one for you. And Coach's also going to say DraftKings won him over today. He's back on the DraftKings bandwagon. They let him bet 15 cents. He didn't know you could bet below 50 cents. So I'll take the lower payout for being able to bet less. That's fucking hard. So good on them. So everybody, coach says sorry about now the MGM still has its benefits. It's way cleaner and just better to bet on in general. It's the better built app. I wish that DraftKings had MGM's interface. And I don't worry at all about the security stuff, although I don't worry too much about DraftKings either. It's more FanDuel, right? But with DraftKings, they're going to cap your payout at low. They generally don't want to pay you more than just slightly over 6 figures, which is totally fine if they're going to let us bet less than 50 cents. But like, Coach still thinks if you got something you really want to put in that's going to be like, you really think you got like 5 or 6 picks or whatever that are going to hit, and you want to get up to like $1 million or something like that, definitely go on MGM. It's the only way you're going to make it happen. So they both have their plus and minuses. Coach says just completely throw FanDuel in the trash until we have enough money coming in that we don't really know what to do with it. We might as well just throw another app to create another revenue stream. So anyway, yeah, that's the 2 apps for fucking with MGM and DraftKings. 63-64 season. I don't know why I did this. I kind of do. So, like, the Sixers, they got the 46 thing, like the Browns. I just can't quite figure out what they're doing. But if it's 67 years from 63 when they joined, that would be 30 right when we're thinking. So I'm thinking maybe they're doing that. And what would that be? 30 from 81. That'd be, oh, wait, no. That'd be 81 from the NBA. Yeah, from when they joined the NBA. It wouldn't be from, and you could also say from when they left the NBL. 81. Oh, and 84. Yeah, it'd be like 84, right? Yep, there you go. That's it. 84. We like 84. That's good for us. So it'd be an 84 and a 67. That's fucking hard. And 84, 81, 67. We'll take all 3 of those. Those are big hits. Let's see. Steph Curry makes NBA history in Warriors Bulls, and they're saying Jordan-esque night. Like, God, what is all this Jordan stuff and against the Bulls? Are the Bulls fucking winning it or something? Am I missing something? Is it because LeBron's the new Jordan and the Lakers are winning? And that's why the Kobe stuff, because he was the next Jordan? So confusing. So many ways they could be doing this. Coach hates the NBA right now. But there's really only so many combinations he sees. He really only likes Lakers over Celtics, or Bucks over Clippers, or Bucks over Blazers. Nothing else really does it for me. So it's not like there's a ton. And if I'm telling you, go look at the fucking app if you don't believe me how many different combinations there are. There's like 500 different combinations. You'll have to scroll for a while to find the ones you want. Let's see. Jesse Guerin Presley Elvis Presley's stillborn twin brother. That's big flag. So let's see. I need to talk about that. Flying Elvis suffered a broken pelvis. Isn't it interesting? Elvis was known for thrusting his pelvis. Also, his friend was in a motorcycle crash and broke his pelvis. Coach also found this weird picture where it said this girl was killed that was on the motorcycle was killed in a car accident 18 days later. But coach thinks it's super sketchy because look how it's obviously posed because he's looking right at the camera. But how she's looking away, isn't that very like creepy? Like I'll bet she's like already dead, and that's just some dude, right? You know what I mean? Like, or who knows how they do it, but it's just super weird. But I love this one comment. Don't think he's actually riding here. Like, this is probably a stage shot for an ad or something. Whatever the case, the bike surely isn't running because her bare ankles appear to be pressed firmly against the exhaust. And then, of course, you got dual coyote. Not staged at all. If you have some time, maybe watch this vid. It's quite informative on the whole situation. Sure. And then coach looked, yeah, it literally like actually pressed up against it. Like that blew my mind. So yeah, coach doesn't have a lot of experience with motorcycles, but he knows how hot it gets on an ATV. So if it's anything like that, coach knows you wouldn't be getting away with that without being very upset with yourself and going to the hospital. So coach, this is the other hockey pick. Coach can give you time to make your pick, right? There's only four. It's four nations face off. We got a 24% chance, right? Do you like Canada, the favorite? USA, who basically has even odds with them. Sweden, who's at 4-1, or Finland, who's 10-1. Do you think coach just can go crazy and take Finland and try to like brag if I get some crazy upset? Fuck no. USA. They just signed Johnny Gaudreau's like brother's father-in-law. Right, Matt Gaudreau's father-in-law just got signed to the national team as like a coach or some shit. So coach is taking USA. Fuck them. Let's see. Look at the Pistons blowing out the Bulls. Maybe it's not the Bulls. I don't. We never really thought it was, but it just makes you think even more. But the Pistons would be the ones to beat the Bulls no matter what, right? Even if the Bulls were doing something. We don't need bets. We can get to the bets later, I think, right? How far? Yeah. We don't need any of that yet. Don't worry about any of this stuff. Okay, so Alex Len was signed by the Lakers. Coach is interested in this because he was a Terrapin. He was basically on the last Terrapins team where Coach was still a fan because Gary Williams retired, that season, all that sort of stuff. So I watched a little bit of Alex Len and got bored because, I cared more about the guards than the big guys. And I just thought he was mostly boring, to be honest with you. He never really quite did it for me, but I didn't hate him or nothing. I didn't think he was a bad player. I just didn't think we were ever going to win or anything. So, fifth overall pick. And, he was still playing when I quit watching. So, I just completely gave up on him. And basically didn't start watching again until a couple years before UVA won. Let's see. I might have just switched right over to UVA. I might have just been so mad about Maryland. Like, why don't I just watch UVA? They're in the fucking ACC. And they had Ralph Sampson. Like, they gotta be cool, right? So let's see. So he played a role on Maryland's top ranked. Went over the Blue Devils. I probably saw that one. Let's see. I don't remember the. Yeah, some people rejecting him as the number one pick. I never thought he was gonna be a good pro. So, I'm not acting like he's gonna be some secret weapon or nothing. I do like that he was a teammate with Tyson Chandler, right, and was training with him. So. Christian Marquise Wood was who was released to make room for him, like Marquise Hollywood Brown, who just lost the Super Bowl on the Chiefs. Let's see. I think that was good there. He was Cup champion last year. Who cares? This is interesting to coach. So coach watched Indiana beat Michigan State tonight, right? And coach is like kind of believing in Indiana again, but college basketball is just like way too dicey. But basically, Indiana's on coach's very short list. He likes Indiana, Stanford. He actually thinks it's fucking Stanford still. He thinks he really is somehow weirdly right with that. But Stanford's his number one pick. Backup pick, Indiana. Third pick, Michigan State. Here, let me get my list. I actually write this down because I was having such a hard time with it. But it basically, coach thinks it's connected to the NBA. All right, so, it could be UNC. It could obviously be Duke or Iowa or Auburn or really any of the teams, right? But the ones coach likes, UCLA lost a bad one tonight, so really they might be out of the conversation. But they would still be on the short list, right? So Stanford, this everybody I name right here is the ones I'm actually like putting money on. Stanford, UCLA, UNC, Michigan State, Indiana, Duke, Iowa. I think I like Iowa more than Iowa State, to be honest with you. I'm just taking Iowa. And oddly enough, Nebraska. Coach bought a little bit Nebraska stock. Now I want to explain each one of these scenarios to you. They're all based on like believing other stuff will happen afterwards. None of these picks are like an island, right? So coach has two Stanford scenarios. Both of them are basically just the Bucks winning the finals. The two scripts I like for them over the Clippers or over the Blazers. Coach thinks if that goes down, it's pretty much a lock that it's Stanford. Obviously, the college is going to happen first, though, right? So then if it's UCLA, we think it's for sure Lakers over Celtics. We could totally see UNC and Lakers over Celtics or UNC and the Bulls winning. Michigan State with Lakers over Celtics could be fine somehow. I don't know. Indiana in the Bucks. Yeah, Indiana and the Bucks would work. Or even Indiana and the Pacers. Right, they could just do a clean sweep like Indiana Pacers and Indiana basketball and the Fever, right? Like something ridiculous, but coach doesn't buy it. Duke and Lakers over Celtics. Iowa in the Bucks. Seems like there's enough Hawkeye stuff that I could still see it being the Bucks there. This is the weird Nebraska one, right? Coach thinks if it's Nebraska, we're getting the Indiana Pacers and the Indiana Fever. No, I know you're just completely scratching your head there. Like, what in the fuck? Why? Because the Hoosiers team was the Hickory Huskers, the Wheat Huskers. So the Corn Huskers could be filling in for the Hoosier thing, right? And then just to show you that's what that was about, they'll give you an overdose of Indiana and the Pacers can finally get on while the Fever finally get. Or it could be the Pacers in the sky. Right? You know what I mean? Nebraska Pacers and Sky or Nebraska Pacers and Fever. I could see either one of those. But yeah, that's all the scenarios coach has. So he's like in Stanford, UCLA, UNC, Michigan State, Indiana. I don't really like Duke, but I got to throw them on the list. Iowa and Nebraska. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're worried about 8 teams. That's not bad out of a field of 68. And we got way more than that in contention right now because the tournament's not solidified, and there's always surprise teams that win tournaments are going to have a chance to win the championship. You're not even thinking about right now. You might not even be able to bet on them right now, sort of thing. So basically, yeah, coach having a really tough time with basketball, but he still likes Stanford the most. Up next, I would have to say UCLA, UNC. No, I'm disrespecting Indiana here. Indiana was the original team, like I made a video about and fired up the Hoosier bandwagon, right? So, it's like Stanford and Indiana are tied. Those are both my number one, and then after that, it would be like basically UCLA, UNC, Michigan State, and then below that would be the tier of like Duke, Iowa, Nebraska, right? And then it could even be something weird like Xavier. Because we had Xavier, but his team lost. Also, with Pitt, they're the Panthers, like the Cleveland Panthers. There's all sorts of weird stuff they could do, right? But the ones that make the most sense to me, how I'd be rolling would either be Stanford or Indiana. And if it's the Lakers, then probably definitely UCLA. Lakers over Celtics and UCLA just makes a lot of sense to coach. So it's like you get the Bill Walton thing two ways. Like, yeah, the Celtics already won. They did the thing, but now you get UCLA. But UCLA I don't buy them I'm saying, as a basketball fan, The only ones I really trust are Stanford or Indiana. But Indiana's problem's been shooting. If the ball starts going down for them, they're going to be a lot scarier. And then with Michigan State, I'm just telling you, you load up that roster, we're going to look at them. It's literally just mind blowing. Like, it's not even about anybody being good. It's just like, damn, this is really what we would want to see on a championship team. Yeah, isn't it so weird? So the Indiana, they have a player named Malik Reneau, and our star player on Stanford is Reneau. And Reneau just beat the Spartans tonight. Isn't that weird? So, Coach, that's just one of those weird things that makes me think Coach is right. Like, we've been all about Reneau. Like, he's like our golden ticket, basically. And then Reneau is the kryptonite for shit, I can't even think. Let's go. Jalen Hood. Oh, okay. With him. Gotcha. So that was his teammate. He was named an all-star and invited to the Jordan Brand Classic. Look, his dad's named Patrick. I'm telling you, man, they give you so many reasons to like so many of these teams. If Anthony Davis could pass like Jokic, he'd be Bill Walton. Coach is looking at the Wichita Shockers, and apparently their mascot came out in '48, and they're just like so weird. So there's UCLA dropping one tonight to Illinois at home. Let's see, are these actually the picks we need to look at here? Oh yeah, so these are actually good. Okay, so let's do our betting with Coach. Okay, so we're gonna do the DraftKings ones first, and then Coach can show you all of his MGM slips. So these are literally like all the slips he has in period. Okay. So first up, 3-pick parlay: Boston College winning the Frozen Four, USA winning the Four Nations, and Austin Dillon winning Daytona. They're giving you 480 to 1. So 480 to 1. Coach put in 50 cents to get 241. Happy about that one. Then we basically did the same thing. We just added on the Guardians. They're giving you just shy of 10 grand for the 50 cents. You add on the Lions as well, just shy of 100 grand. Let's see. This is Boston College, USA Frozen Four. I'm sorry, Boston College Frozen Four, USA Four Nations, Guardians World Series, and Browns winning AFC Championship. 50 cents wins you just over 16 grand. You would have thought it was more than that, but we'll take it. If you do exact result, the exact same thing, but put the Brewers on there, they'll pay you $250,000. Isn't that crazy? What the fuck? So let's see. Boston College, Browns, Guardians to be Brewers. Coach is like sold on the Brewers show. It just makes too much sense. It's the two most cursed teams, just like when the Indians lost to the Cubs in 2016. Right? And it's Bob Uecker dead. Right after Coach was like, oh, hey, did you know Bob Uecker was the commentator of Major League, and for some reason they filmed the Indians team in Milwaukee? Like I could understand if they filmed it at like LA Dodger Stadium or something like that, right? It's just like, oh, it's just close to Hollywood. Like, why the fuck did they go to Milwaukee to film Major League? They couldn't film in Cleveland? All right. So, yeah, it's just too weird, right? So this one, they'll basically give you, and that's like 200,000 to 1 right there odds, right? So Boston College, Browns AFC champs, Guardians beating Brewers World Series. That's just a 3-leg, dude. 200,000 to 1. Fuck yeah. Boston College, Browns, and Georgia Tech. Trevor like this one, 50 cents, 32 grand. Not bad. Keep in mind that's Browns AFC championship, not Super Bowl. Boston College, Frozen Four. Browns AFC Championship, Georgia Tech National Championship in football. All the Georgia Techs are football next year. And USA winning the Four Nations, 160,000 to 1. Coach loves these. Like, so if you go over, like, they let you bet even less. They might let you all the time. I might just always assume because of the MGM stuff, they had to do 50 cents. But Browns AFC, Georgia Tech Championship in football, USA Four Nations and Guardians World Series. That is, holy shit. Coach, I have to actually do some math here. Hold on. So it's just under. Yeah, that's well over, $1 million to one. Well over. I was gonna do it more specific than that, but it's I'd say like 1.5 ish, give or take. Now let's see. USA, Boston College, and Austin Dillon. 50 cents to win 240. Threw the Lakers on there. 50 cents to win 4,300. Threw the Lions on there. 50 cents to win 43. Boston College, Austin Dillon, Lakers, and Browns. They're paying you over $500,000 to one on that. Over a third of $1,000,000 to one for this 5-leg Guardians World Series, Lakers Finals, Austin Dillon, Daytona, Boston College, Frozen Four, and USA Final Four, Four Nations. This one, 4-leg, USA Four Nations, Boston College, Frozen Four, Lakers Finals, Guardians World Series. Will give you like about $8,000 to one on that. USA, BC, Lakers, Guardians, and Browns AFC. That's over $500,000 to one. USA, BC, Lakers, Guardians, and Lions. That's about $75,000 to one. USA, BC, Guardians, Lions, and Georgia Tech. That's $500,000 to one. Alrighty. So, man, coach is feeling so lazy here. How do we want to do this? Let's at least just hit Michigan State real quick so coach can show you what we're talking about. So, Jackson Kohler, that's a whatever. Jeremy Fears, cool name, but whatever, right? Kerr Tang is odd enough to be flagged, and then that's a Brad Ford, right? And then Jaden, that's a whatever. Trey Holloman, that's a whatever. Garrick Normand, that's a whatever. Frankie Fiddler, that's a funny name, but whatever. Simon Sapala, that's a whatever. Jace Richardson, whatever. But here's where it starts getting fun. Carson Cooper. You got Carson Wentz and the Cooper thing, right? So he's very interesting. Then look, Xavier Booker. But those are both names that were on the losing Chiefs. Are the Spartans get set? The Spartans losing is just as good as anything else. The Cardinal beating the Spartans or Indiana beating the Spartans, I'd trust the Cardinal to do it way more. That makes the most sense to me. Or even UCLA beating the Spartans. Any of those make a ton of sense to coach. Or the Cardinal beating UCLA, anything like that. That's the problem with basketball. You can only get paid for getting the actual winner, right? You can't have them come one short. Let's see, Jesse McCullough, boy from Cleveland, that's interesting. Walton, I didn't even notice that. Crazy. Brennan Walton. Damn. And Colin Walton. They have 2 Waltons? Man, I don't know. Cohen, Carr, and then look, so Izzo, like Rizzo, of course, right? They got Thomas Kelly, Austin Thornton, Garrett Burningstool. I guess coach is just tripping. This has to be our pick, right? It's got to be Michigan State. Like, that's just way too much. They've got every name you could ever want. Like, there's not even that many names there. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people flagged plus Kerr Tang. Like, that's pretty crazy for a basketball team. Like, it makes me really have to want to reevaluate the other one some more. Of course, we'd like to know more about these extras. Here's the thing with this team. Like, who's actually going anywhere? The Walton brothers are freshmen. Like, can't they just do it next year like Coach thought all along? Xavier's a sophomore. Carson Cooper's a junior. Did they have so seniors this Polish guy, Simon Zapala. I mean, so whatever, they're gonna lose Frankie Fiddler. I mean, like, I don't know Jay, like, I don't know who these guys are, of course, but they're not ones we like. To us, they just seem like they might be star players or something, but they're just, all these guys can be there next year. Izzo's not going anywhere. Like, Thomas Kelly should be there. Austin Thornton should still be there. Garrett should still be there. Right? And then we're still going to have Xavier. We're still going to have 2 Waltons. We're still going to have our Cooper. It's so hard to call because they're all there right now. You know what I mean? It's like we're waiting for a Tom Brady or something, like with the Browns. So, I'm just saying that's how I feel about Michigan State right there. I had to watch them lose to Indiana tonight, and I had a feeling Indiana was going to beat them. But that's oh, you know what? Bob Knight gave Tom Izzo his first win in the Big Ten. Tom Izzo's first Big Ten win came against Bob Knight. And dropping a game to Indiana. Man, great time by Michigan State stock too. They'll probably give you a little bit more after that loss. We know Spartans fits. There'd be an Austin connection with the Lakers. And, like, the Lakers aren't some team where it's super hard to find a connection. Like, yeah, UCLA's a really obvious one with Kareem and Walton and stuff. Man. Who the hell is this Renew guy? Where is Renew on here? Am I looking at, like, last year or something? Where the fuck is Oh, he's on Indiana. That's right. Let's look at Indiana. I know we've done it before, but it's been a minute. UCLA on Valentine's Day. Coach love to go to that game. Miles Rice, bro. That might be the best name we've seen. That's a 2 for Malik Renew, of course. Umar below. If Indiana's winning it, it's because it is blue chips in real life and that motherfucker's Shaq. We need him to be Shaq. No bullshit. Nothing less. He's got the size for it. Jordan Ray Ford. Mac Kenzie. Mbako. Jackson Creel. Dallas James. We just saw Dallas Goddard win. What's this? Walsh. I mean, Walsh is a nice name. I don't know how it ties in. They got Calbert Cheney. That's crazy. Coaching staff, not super impressive, right? But that doesn't mean anything. Coach thinks there's enough there to like them. It's just they don't jump off the page quite the same. But they did have that huge, like, transfer portal. There are issues, like, you know, yeah, they definitely haven't had a stellar season. Like I said, the issue's been shooting. If they can shoot it, they're going to be a real problem for teams. But they need to figure that out soon, right? It's all about getting hot at the right time. So, man, I still love my Cardinal. Let's take another look at Stanford. I mean, Saran's a fun name, but it's not like flagged or anything. Jalen Hurts. Right now, Aiden. Like, I like them as a basketball Harden. James Harden's, we like him on the Clippers script. It's just we need to know what the fuck's going down in basketball. So many people were confused by that Middleton trade. Of course, everybody likes the Luka trade. Oh man, that's so tough to read. If I'm being completely honest, as far as like what my brain is saying right now, I would take Michigan State as my number 1 pick, Indiana number 2, and Stanford number 3. And let's take a look at some others, make sure that this isn't looking any worse than we're thinking. Let's see UNC. We'll look at all the numbers and stuff too. I don't know, man. Maxime is, I just can't shake him. I didn't even show y'all him beating NC State though. He was just cramming on dudes. It was so nice. Tyson, UNC's got a Tyson. And a Russell. And Jalen. Pat Sullivan, Marcus Page. There's like some stuff here, but let's look at their championships. Oh, they won in 57. Fuck. Oh, shit. In that 82, that would have been 81, 82, most likely. 05, probably 04, 05. That's a lot of Eagles similarities. 17. Worthy. Fuck. This sucks. Like, if we're going based off what they're actually showing on the screen, and I really feel like maybe that's what you should do, right? Like, you don't want to fall for the programming, but you can't ignore, like, what the programming is, right? Because, like, they're definitely not telling you the Lakers are going to win the championship. Only Coach is thinking like that, right? So that makes me think they really are, right? And Luka, they already think it's fun. Like, Luka and LeBron are fun, right? And Luka gets his revenge against the Celtics. That's probably the smart bet is, man, I'm going to have to, like, put some more in right now, but this is what I'm liking right now. Like, write these down. These are what we should be putting in on parlays. D1 men's hockey, Boston College. 4 Nations, USA. Austin Dillon 500, take it or leave it. That's Coach's pick, but you can put that on and take it off. But the first two, those are like rock solid. Coach thinks. 4 Nations, not as much as BC, but you still have a 1 in 4 chance anyway, right? Pretty good odds. So D1 men's hockey, BC, 4 Nations, USA, NCAA hoops, UNC, NBA, Lakers over Celtics, Guardians, World Series, Guardians over Brewers, and Lions over Browns, and Georgia Tech football next year. That's for we like the Maple Leafs, but we just think there's it makes more sense to go with the short-term hockey stuff. We can always take Maple Leafs later if this hockey stuff doesn't pan out, right? Or even if it does pan out, we can still take them, right? So we're just not worried about the Maple Leafs right now. We're gonna let that play out a little bit and worry about the rest. And yeah, that's Coach thinks those are hitting. That's what I like. I think that's actually what's going down. I think Boston College, USA winning 4 nations. Hopefully, Austin will win the 500, but uh, Georgia Tech football, Lions over Browns, Super Bowl, Guardians over Brewers, Lakers over Celtics, with the Maple Leafs beating hopefully the Blues, and then Indiana Fever, and WNBA. Whew. All right. Oh man. All right. Trevor's gonna do some work. Let's do his request here. I'm just lazy today. Watched all that fucking sports. I hate watching sports. Let's see. Bobby Ross. We'll start there. $88 years old, dude. 88 years old. He's gonna die. Oh, he can die like right on time too. We got like till December for him to be too old. Well, he could get 86. Even after that, he could go down. This is awesome. Yeah, this dude's gonna die, Trevor. I hope you know that. You just killed him. Alrighty, let's see. UPI National Championship. Do you see that, Trevor? Thought you'd like that. Jerry Rice eating rice, baby. What's that about? Just pit stop there 1 year in Maryland too. He went back to Maryland. That's weird. Let's see. 103, 101 palindrome, 77 repeat, 68. Interesting. Chargers Hall of Fame, Paul Bear Bryant Award. Didn't you say you had a problem with Paul Bear Bryant? VMI. They came up recently. Yeah, he coached with the Chiefs, dog. Y'all like that. Number 1 Virginia on the road and rally doing 41-38. When was this? 90. That would have been before my time. Coach ain't that old. January 1st, 1991. I wasn't born then either. Alright, let's see. Same day, number 1 Colorado played in the Orange Bowl. I wonder why that's ACC Championship against Nebraska. It's going to be crazy once it's Tigers time. Once it's like Bengals and Missouri and LSU. And I don't think they're going to do it quite like that. Sort of. Probably. They could get away with it, man. There's so many Tigers people. What if they get Detroit to fucking win? The 5th down game aired by the officials help Colorado prevail over Missouri. They'll always find some way to disagree, right? You got all it. Bobby. He came up recently. Bobby Beard. Why? And played for the Skins. That's probably it. Coached on the Chiefs. He's from Ohio. Died in Tennessee at age 86. That's funny. Well, you know. You got the 86. Isn't that weird? Okay, let's see. There's good old Stan Humphries again. Myron Cope, Mr. Terrible Towel himself. Stalker, McDougal. There's another stock too. Oh yeah. One of those Michigan State boys is from Stockbridge. We like that too. I forgot to call that out. Let's look at the notes real quick. Coach had some alright stuff in the notes, I think. I know I hit some of it already. So like if it is Oklahoma State, I think they're like the Cowboys or something like that, if I recall. And, the Chiefs used to be in Dallas, who's now the Dallas Cowboys. That could be a thing. Coach says the Super Bowl losers curse is BS. It's like a soft curse, right? Like, it's not real. Patriots were immune to it. The Dolphins bounced right back and went undefeated and then defended, right? So if you're a team that can three-peat, you're immune to the Super Bowl curse. So the Chiefs would fall into that bracket. They're not technically out just because they lost, just saying. But I also think there's going to be a lot of people hating on the Chiefs, so they're going to want people to eat their words in like some capacity and then make everybody like say they're right all along by having like them lose to the Browns. I'm thinking Browns over Chiefs in like the wild card or some shit like that. Then Browns over Bills. Or Browns over Bills, and it might be funnier first. Browns over Bills, and Browns over Chiefs, and Browns over Broncos works for me. And then, of course, Eagles, we got them beating Philly. I didn't completely bring this full circle before. So, like, we have the Eagles losing the NFC Championship to the Lions next year. So we would want them getting bluffed to, like, repeat as Super Bowl champions, right? Well, hard to do that if they don't win it, first of all, right? So we're super glad they won. Now they're in perfect position to lose that NFC Championship game. And on top of that, they're going to easily be considered the favorite, right? So we fucking love it. So good. Let's see. Yeah, that's probably about all that I had there. Let's move on. Back to the shit. Enough stalling. Let's get to work. $600,000. I'll take it. 18 grandchildren. 6 plus 6 plus 6. 84 and 88. Love those numbers. Let's see. Virginia Sports Hall of Fame with the 76. Oh, alrighty. Anything in the news, Bobby? They got me all excited. That shows the good Bobby Ross dying. Let's see what else we got. Head back over to Trevor. Subs Bobby Ross. Let's see. Megatron. I mean, we've done Megatron, I think. Let's do Jahmyr Gibbs. I want Megatron to come back so bad. Sonic. Doesn't seem to help, but I mean, it's like a lame nickname, but like not to kids. Like kids would think that's awesome, right? And they want kids to watch football, so he can be, Sonic can be a hero to little kids. I guess that's good. It's from Andy Dalton, Georgia. 2/357. He's got the 57. This is probably the best time to check people's numbers. Heading into, we got so much time to do it. 897, that's an 89.97. 4882, there's our 88. Coach was gonna say we need to see some repeating eights. Let's see. '89 carries 460, 303. Found him. Let's see, 205. That could be 2025 season. 18. 44 for 444. Holy fucking hell, there's your 88. Holy shit. Are they fucking joking, dude? You buy that shit? He caught 44 catches at like 11 at 10.1 yards a pop. I'm guessing that's how that worked out, or 11. I can't quite do the math. 44 for 444. Oh my god. 151 right there above it. 103. They do not give a fuck, dude. They do not give a single fuck. Holy shit. 151444444. Holy hell. Campbell. Oh yeah. Dan Campbell. That's not exciting. Oh, we had a different Campbell. Hold up. More numbers. I saw something. Where'd it go? Down here. 77. We got a repeat. 100 right on the money. 100 off of 11. A repeat. 52 receptions. That could be a 2025. Thing in the nose, buddy. Alright, let's look back over. Bobby Dodd. Robert Lee, we got another Robert Lee. Isn't that wild? Wonder if I can connect him to Stonewall Jackson again. 52. $57 years, bro. Until 1976 too. This dude's very interesting to coach. November 11th, 11/11 was when he was born. He was born on 11/11, Make-A-Wish, 1908. Cubs. Died at 79. Dude. Born on 11/11, died in 1988. So we get our 88 right there too. That's something. Tennessee, that's scary. Definitely don't count off Tennessee for football. I am telling you that for sure. As much as I like Georgia Tech, put some shit on there with Tennessee. Do yourself a favor. Just to be safe. I'm telling you, those Brownies love Tennessee. It might make more sense for Tennessee to win when the Browns win, but like, just to be safe. Alright, just do it. Oh man, I can't believe I missed something huge. Michigan State. Hold on. We might need to flip gears real quick. Just 1 second. Trust coach here. Must have been a leaky. How is it not these fuckers? I'm telling you, I found another Bucky. I can't believe I fucked it up. Oh. They beat Bird to a fraud. Oh shit. Oh shit, it is Michigan State, dude. Magic Johnson. It's Michigan State and the Lakers beating the Celtics. In the fucking Fever are winning too. That's what's going on. Coach is positive. Hold on. Writing this down right now. New page. Rip that shit out. Here's how it's going down. D1 men's hockey. BC. Boston College Eagles. Four Nations. USA. Daytona. Austin Dillon. NCAA men's hoops. We want to get a women's pick too. If we're doing this good. Men's hoops, we're going Michigan State. And then NBA. Lakers over Celtics. I know I'm all over the place. This is what makes sense to me. It's either I say could still be UNC, right? The coach thinks it just makes too much sense to coach that it's Michigan State with the Magic Johnson thing. I mean, I completely forgot about him. So let's see. We'll put the Maple Leafs just for fun. That's our, we think it might be the Capitals too. We like the Leafs. And then obviously the Guardians over the Brewers. Lions over the Browns. NCAA football, Georgia Tech. Can't be too mad at that, right? I feel like, honestly, I would just do like every combination of those that exist and not even worry if like any of them are wrong. Like I feel like we got to get the majority enough right to be getting hella paid here if we get every combination of those in. Right? So all those are live right now, by the way. Isn't that fucking nuts? Oh, I forgot one. The Fever, Indiana Fever. Where would that be? That would go after Maple Leafs. Okay, so Indiana Fever. Alrighty. Oh man, we're over an hour. Fuck. I hope I've been doing good. I know I'm usually more efficient. So like I told you, the first season was 1898. I can't believe I can't remember who the fuck he was, but I'm glad I picked this and saw that Magic Johnson thing. And like we don't have to worry about where Kobe went to school because he didn't go to school. Let's see. Let's look at their championships. 79, that would have been 45 years ago. I don't know. So have to take a team like Michigan State that's only won a couple times. But when the fucking, how many times are the Lakers and the Lions gonna win the same year? Like they can do UCLA any fucking time. The Spartans make sense right here. I want to know who won the other fucking things in 2007, in 1979. Right? Who was winning then, and why would that be a coincidence? Let's see. Oh yeah, let's get back over to our thing. Sorry, Bobby Dodd. Reminds me of Ronnie Dobbs, if you've ever seen that. It's fucking hilarious. Let's see. Bobby, like Bob Knight. Kingsport Indians. You like that? Old Bobby Dodd coached the Kingsport Indians. Oh, he played for them. That was his whole like childhood team. Very interesting. I could still see this team like losing to Stanford. That does it just as good. That's the fucking problem. Right? Like all I can really tell you about Michigan State and Georgia Tech is that they're gonna fucking be there. Right? Like I don't know if they win it or not. That's what sucks. So, but it feels right. Right? You know what I mean? They're fun teams to root for. We're good with it. Yeah, the rest I don't really. Yeah, I guess even the Maple Leafs, they could kind of just lose it. But I just think it's the Maple Leafs. They're almost as good as the Guardians in coach's opinion. Like it's just time for it. Everything seems to be lining up. As little as I know about them, we need to know a lot more about a lot of things. But we're getting there. We're doing our best. Let's see. Hackman. Hack and Mac. That's like Gene Hack. Get the fuck out of here. Dude, are you joking me? We're looking for Hoosier shit, and it's Buddy Hackman and Gene McKeever, just like Gene Hackman, the coach of Hoosiers. Hack and Mac? Get the hell out of here. Herman Hickman, just like the Hickory Huskers. Now we just need to find Jimmy Chitwood. .212, there's Palindrome. 33 repeat. Grantland Rice. Mac Tharp. Alexander. Lionized. He lionized Coach Alexander. Jalen Alexander Hurts won the Super Bowl right before the Detroit Lions. .1952 national title. .52 times. We like that. Flip that to a 25. .67 and 76 flip right there. So he stepped down, and then he retired in 76. Let's see, 52 championship, yeah. Bear Bryant, like Kobe Bryant. Yeah, Coach has more good stuff for you. Myles Garrett and Kobe Bryant are the same person. Coach didn't even have to break that news. It went viral. They literally look identical. They have the same birthmark. Myles Garrett can windmill dunk. It's crazy. So how perfect is that? We didn't even know that, and we've been all over Myles Garrett. Of course he's going to fucking win league MVP next year on the Browns. You got to love it. Darwin Holt. Let's see. Pitt Panthers, 11th. Bud Carson. Coach watched a movie today called Elvis and Nixon. It wasn't related to sports or nothing, but I just thought it was interesting. It's about Elvis going to the White House. Oh, here's a good one for you. Why the fuck is there a movie, a TV series called The Yellow Jackets right now? Isn't that weird? On Showtime? About the girls in the plane. What team do they play for? We need to look that up. Team is from Wiscayoc. Oh, they're the Yellow Jackets, duh. Okay, so the Wiscayoc Yellow Jackets. Alrighty. Sorry, Coach, slow. Alrighty. Let's get back on task. Bowl Game Armageddon. Wait, they're making a movie about him? Fight against segregation. This came out a couple of years ago. This has started to be out. Oh, thanks, buddy. Shane said greatest intro ever. Let's see if he had anything else. Oh, there we go. I wonder which video was that on? Which one's he saying that to? It's nice Coach does enough good intros. You guys see that? Oh, he just likes me saying the N-word. Yeah, my greatest intro ever was the fucking Super Bowl show. Come on now. I mean, I've definitely had some good ones, but the Super Bowl one was the best. I don't know what that's about. Okay. Baseball. Is there anything here? Get this part already, sorry. Del Curry? Bill Curry, sorry. Interesting. Let's look at Bill Curry. Alexander Curry, a twofer, huh? He's still alive. 1, 2, 3 games played, 86 started, he got 86th. Pepper Rogers is such a good name. Broke team rules in '88. Never beat the Tigers in his career. The next one's going to be a lot better, guys. We just got to do some digging. Catch up. Coach Ferry might as well do it in real time since I had so much catch up on. Let's see if Buddy Trevor left us anything out. Feud. We want to know more about that feud. Philly Cleveland connections. Heisman. Do we mean like the namesake of the trophy? Rice. Cleveland. Okay, this has to be it. Good call, Trevor. Can't believe we didn't do this yet. I know we did Theismann, and I said it was Heisman, but we never thought to check Heisman. Good call. So Rice, 1869, died at 66. So he was born with a 66 year, died at a 666 year at age 66. How about that? Both in October. Couldn't have lived just a little bit longer. He would have got the 76. Apparently that would have been good for him. Played football at Brown from Cleveland. How about that? He's a Cleveland Brownie. Told you, Browns are going to go here. Like the Brown Bears? The Brown University? No, they're the Bears. Yeah, he's going to go. They're going to go to Providence, Rhode Island. They're going to be the fucking Providence Browns. I bet your ass that. Let's see. Your ass, not mine. I'm not willing to lose my ass. Let's see. Atlanta Crackers? This is my favorite baseball team ever. They speak to me. 66. But they had a star player named Jack. Cracker Jack was the greatest baseball player of all time. Nobody talks about Georgia Cracker. Poor white rural Southerners. I wonder why this didn't last. They should have kept this fucking team, yo. You know how fucking weak this is? Bring back the damn Crackers, yo. 57 seasons? They're coming back. Wait, Braves top affiliate. The Stripers. Gwinnett Stripers. Interesting. God, it'll suck if we actually get Brewers Braves. Guardians Braves. Maybe that is the... No, the Brewers are cursed for so long. Why the fuck? Like the Brewers will like they need a new most cursed team. The team that's been cursed the longest that just loses to the team that's cursed. That's perfect. The Brewers can be the laughing stock of the league in place of the Indians. It's the only thing that makes sense. Can't be the fucking stupid Braves. Nobody cares. Let's see. I mean, them being that. So, like, here's the thing with, like, the 76 oil sign. Like, I think that is, like, it's not a red herring. It's put there, like, on purpose, but it's just to fuck you. Yeah, like, make you think, like, if you know it's the Guardians, it's like, oh, look, they got that thing there. And it's like, how would they not do that? And it's like, oh, yeah, the Milwaukee Braves is way better. They fucking killed Mr. Baseball, bro. Let's see. The coach was there the night before. Opposition to Catholics. I don't see anything wrong with that. Dude. This is the team. Fuck what I said about anything else. The Atlanta Black Crackers. And they were actually a Negro team. So, like, you can't even get mad at Coach. Like, if you talk shit on the Atlanta Black Crackers, you're racist. So, the legendary Atlanta Black Crackers, the greatest baseball team of all time, also unfortunately known as the Atlanta Cubs. It's terrible. Atlanta Black Crackers is rocking. There's never been a better name. That is the name. The Black Crackers. People think this shit's serious, dude. How is it not just like some horrible blackface? That's what they should have done. Oh, man. Black Crack. No! They should have done like Drake and Whiteface. Yeah, there's just some Uncle Tom and Whiteface. That would have been so hard. 1919. It's a repeat. Oh, man. The Black Crackers. One of these days, Coach's going to read something that he just drops dead on the spot of a heart attack. Like, these people have no shame. Absolutely no shame. The Black Crackers and the gray socks, yeah. Every color socks you could ever want has played baseball. That's crazy. And you can get blue coats or blue jackets. Harden. And there's a Baker. So, W.B. Baker and John Harden. Player. Coach is done making predictions. He's just going to be a Black Crackers historian. He's going to be able to tell you everything the Black Crackers ever did. You can bet on that. Oh, the Braves sported Black Cracker throwbacks in a game against the Tigers, dog. That would have been the best game ever. Oh, I can't believe I missed that. They need to bring it back. Oh, they brought it back again. Is it the fucking Braves? It's the Braves or the Milwaukee Braves. Why would it be the Braves? It's the fucking Brewers. They can't be that fucking shitty about it. And like Indians Braves, like it's just two Indians. We almost got that just a minute ago. The Indians could beat the Braves in a couple of years. That's the thing about the Indians. It's not like we have them going right back to being cursed again like we do with the fucking Lions. They can just start winning. That'd be sick. Guardians goes like 5. Like the Red Sox. Let's see. Oh man, Coach's getting tired. It's almost 2 a.m. Dick Donovan. Dutch Jordan. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. And there's a Tanner, Chuck Tanner. Tanner McKee broke my heart, yo. Fucking. At least I have that rookie card as like a bookmark for the Eagles stuff I read. I still like looking at it, but I'm upset it's not. He's not the man. He got a ring. That's all I wanted for. Yeah, I just wanted to get a ring. It's good enough, right? I can't get too mad. It's not like I had any money on Tanner McKee. Let's see. $18.84 to 86. So you got the 84 code and then got 86 the fuck out of there. $2.12 palindrome. Took his exams orally. I'll bet he did. Let's see. This is definitely not an all-time Coach Great episode, but it kind of is because we got all the picks ironed out. Sometimes they can't be as much fun. This is going to be one of the least fun ones ever, I can already tell. Use the hidden ball trick to tie it at 6. Then it was 9-6 and 16-6. Literally all sixes. Okay, let's see. Marvin Babe Pierce. Rec Tech Pajama Parade. Oh, that's funny. So, like, the train didn't stop for them and they had to walk 5 miles back, and that's why they were too tired and lost 45-0. Tradition continued until 1988 and stopped. So Auburn has some 88 stuff, huh? Fuck. That's the Tigers. It'd be so nuts if it was the fucking Pistons and the fucking Auburn Tigers, dude. That'd be the craziest shit. I do have that as a script, but not now. It's just, man. I gotta put it as a possibility with Auburn being so good, though. And maybe the Lions is good enough to make that Auburn house with the Auburn Helms connection. Just seems unfair to me, like that's asking too much. I think their patterns would be better than that. 8-4-4-4-2-4-4. Alrighty, we're gonna. Oh, did we get anything about Tiger Woods' mom yet? That's true for the Jazz Invitation. It sucks if you had money on. He's gonna come back for a tournament that actually matters and smack everybody. Let's see what else we got. Make sure there's nothing else Trevor wanted us to hit. Oberlin. There's the red and gold. Good call. Alrighty, we're ending it there. Coach, appreciate you.